No, yeah, it would be backwards in time.
Time
Always has
triloquist.
to be first.
Time triloquist. Yeah.
Time triloquist. That's great.
Yeah, a chronotriloquist. That's hard to say.
On that
No,
note,
chronotology.
sitting us live.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, we're nerds.
Time
I went to go
triloquist.
get chocolate milk at the Maverick today, and they were out of chocolate milk, so I'm almost threw a tantrum. Then I saw they had these special edition Coca-Colas. This is DreamWorks Dream.
Is it
flavored.
good? I really want to.
It's really. It's.
I've tried the Starlight flavored.
Oh,
What does that mean?
It's not Coke.
No, it's like berry-ish.
Yeah.
The Starlight one's kind of fruity. That one looks kind of fruity.
You drink it and then you fall unconscious and like have a 5-minute dream and then wake up.
I don't know how to explain it. It's like. It's like cotton candy.
Mm.
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
So delicious then.
I like the bitter colas.
Yeah.
You know? Dr. Pepper is like.
Although I heard it, I heard it described like that as someone who tried the zero sugar flavor
Interesting.
option, because
Yeah.
apparently that they also did that. So I don't know how I feel about that.
All right.
Anyway,
Let me fix that real quick. I've yet to. This is the longest character name we've had so far, so I have to shrink down the extra spacing that I put in the names for everybody else.
Put the clan. Oh, you didn't. Okay.
No, I didn't put the clan in. That's as good as I get. There you go.
Good.
awesome.
All right, let's get started then. Jared will be joining us momentarily. He's on a Uber to an hotel somewhere, I imagine, right now. So he was hoping to be in with us here, but only made it as far as LA for tonight.
Oh.
Journey of self-discovery.
We will have 2 remote people, but
Hopefully not.
thanks to my volunteering at L2E last week, I now know how to resize all these frames and crop them and all
That's
this
awesome.
stuff too. So once he gets in, we'll get his picture right where it needs to be. Okay. And I think I've got everybody's names right. I've got my name right. That's all that matters.
That's right.
All right. Then let's get started. Thanks, everybody. And yes, I did get your email with your character sheets, Josh, and we will be, you replied back.
Wow.
So,
Yes.
I am
Finally
sending
getting
my son off out of the country tomorrow morning at 4 o'clock in the morning. So,
So we're gonna go extra late tonight then.
yeah, we're going to extra late.
Okay.
No. But once I get him out and don't have to worry about making sure he's got everything packed for going to Mexico and then Argentina, then we're all back to normal again. I have a regular schedule again. It'll be great.
Wow.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks, Josh. This is it's gonna be a fun experience for him. I'm excited for him. Dragon's Keep is gonna miss him. He's the one that used to work here and down at Lehigh. So,
Cool.
I guess I'll just have to keep getting my son's jobs here. Somehow. We'll see if the other ones turn out as good. I'm sure they will. Okay, let's. In case any of my kids are listening to this right now, I'm sure you're going to turn out just fine.
He said hopefully.
Definitely in spite of me for sure. That's BJ. He works mostly down at the Lehigh store, and in the comments they're asking about him. So that he worked mostly down at the Lehigh store, but sometimes would work here in Orem, and was a staple Friday and Saturday nights, and Wednesdays too sometimes. And if you had a hold here in Orem or in Lehigh, he probably sorted your comics. I hope he got them right for you. All right. Okay, we're going to jump into it then. This is season 2.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I feel
we're
so
starting
elevated.
a new storyline. We're going to be up in a different
It's 2
area.
more seasons than I've ever gone in D&D.
This is pretty good. We are... let me reply again. 1 second. Yeah, we're getting lots of comments today. Holy cow. Thanks, everybody.
Fun.
That's awesome.
We are starting up in a different area, and I figured this new storyline was a good time to call this Season 2. So we finished up down here last time, down in and around Hopestad in the Everlasting Peak, and we discovered some caverns down there and searched around there and found sorry, I'm just going to erase these drawings. And discovered a whole bunch of dragon eggs and a facility that was somehow turning these dragon eggs into soul stones for Warforged. It'd been long unused, but you all were able to get it kind of activated again, but made off with the Dragonborn and the eggs that were there, and brought them back up to Dragon's Keep, and that's where we're going to start tonight. So just for everybody that's watching, we are up here now in the top, the northeast area of this realm of Acroa. And some notable things around this area. We have Dragon's Keep, which is about halfway up the mountain. The Harbinger Hammer, which sits at the mouth of a canyon. And if you imagine a giant wall like in Game of Thrones, this would be something to that effect, where it spans the entire canyon and is hundreds of, or even 1,000 feet high, and has a waterfall coming over it and a giant leaning tower up at the top that looks like a hammer's handle, almost like Thor's hammer or something like that. So no one has actually been able to scale this or climb up to it. Those that have tried have never come back. The front side of it on this side is slick, like obsidian or marble or granite. No, granite's not slick. Like marble. Let's go with marble. Dark marble with
Polished.
Polished marble with some cool dark gray veins in it and everything. And those who try to climb up the cavern walls and try to get up high enough have either fallen or never come back. So it has a long, mysterious history of nobody knows what's on the other side. And that's important because once upon a time, there was an old dwarven prophet who, by the name of Suthraga. And Suthraga had a vision of terrible, terrible things on the other side of this hammer, on the other side of this wall. And Suthraga started telling people about these visions. And as these things tend to happen, more and more people listened to him. And, they started to follow him and turned into a religion around the Harbinger, around the hammer, which they then named the Harbinger Hammer. And they call themselves the Harbingers. Over the years, Suthraga kept getting older and older and older, but actually never died. Which lends even more credibility to these visions and prophecies that he had. The people running the religion, though, has kind of sidelined him and became more and more militant in their religious endeavors, trying to get more people to what started out as simple emergency prep. What started out as a simple prepper
colony
turned into something of a cult, which then spread out through the land, caused a big war several ages ago, which was then resolved by the invasion of the orcs up to the north. And that brought everybody together and kind of put an end to this spread of this cult as it become. And they kind of went underground from there. In the Second Age, the last thing that you need to know about this hammer is in the Second Age, and this was related to Season 1's storyline, a large explosion completely annihilated the Warforged city of Form down to the south. Let me see if you guys can't see that on there, but it's in the south part of of this area. So even below,
The way the
am I down there?
southern end of the
Yeah,
lake.
yeah, you can see it.
Lake
Down
Sea.
here. A large warforged city by the name of Form grew up, and then overnight was just wiped out in a giant apocalypse. And coinciding with that, a large flight of chromatic dragons started flying up from the south and basically just laid waste to the countryside, passing over Hopestad, across the Acroan Sea, and then up this Harbinger River. They flew over the Hammer, up through this canyon, up to the northeast, and disappeared after after about a week of just wasting the whole countryside and destroying everything in their path. They haven't been seen since, and in fact, since then, no chromatic dragonborn have been born, and many attribute their disappearance to something to do with all these dragons that flew over. There we go. I think that brings us up to date with everything you need to know from Season 1 and before. We played a game called, what was it called? Dawn of Worlds,
Yep.
where we all
Yep,
got to help come up with all of these things. If you're looking for a good way to bring in a lot of backstory into your campaign and want to do that with your players, then check out Dawn of Worlds. That's what we did to kind of build out all of this stuff. It was a lot of fun. I wish I had all of the equipment to record our session there, but we had a lot of fun playing it. That's where all of this stuff came from.
Was really good. It's coming from someone who has probably spent somewhere close to 100 hours developing a homebrew world for players to play in, and then having some interest, but not really as engaged as I would like to feel validated in my efforts. Dawn of Worlds, I wish I'd done it. It's really engaging
It's
for
a
the
really
players.
cool way
It
to
was
dive
good.
in.
Yeah.
And make everybody else invested in
Well,
it.
and it almost gives a baseline knowledge of what the players remember from the Dawn of Worlds,
Yeah.
Yeah.
as if they had grown up actually in the world.
Sure.
There's certain things everybody knows, like those are the kind, and that's the
Yeah.
everlasting peak. Like
Yeah.
everybody knows that.
Yeah.
So
It's
really
like we
nice.
actually went to elementary school or something. It's cool.
Yeah, it really is.
I do have a link to that, and they're asking in the chat. Let me bring that up. You guys keep talking about it for a second.
I'm actually, we just want to let you know, I think that we lost Mike on Discord.
Oh, man.
Would be my guess,
No, I'm
because
still
he's
here.
been frozen
Okay.
for a minute.
Oh, I can hear him.
You can?
Yeah.
Oh, yep, he's still there.
What the crap?
It might be your Discord, is it?
Might be. Oh, you know what? I turn on my VPN.
This
since I
episode is
can
not brought to you by
Ah,
Discord because
reconnect.
Discord is terrible when it needs to work.
So still that you're almost invisible. It's impressive.
I think you can get it on Drive-Thru RPG, but it looks like, yeah, you can just get the PDF of it on clanwebsite.org, and I believe it is open source. Yep, it's produced for free distribution over the internet, subject to the following restrictions, no modifications. Basically, it's
Yeah.
open source.
Nice.
Yep.
You can get it for free. I will put a link to it in the chat right now. That's a direct link to the PDF that you can grab. And we're going to turn up Mike's volume a little bit. They say that he's a little bit quiet. Well, and to help you with help us figure out the volume, let's start with talking about characters. And let's introduce our guest player today. Mike, tell us about yourself a little bit and why you're here and why you like D&D.
Yeah, sure. So I am Mike Welch, Mark's brother. We obviously played as young kids and loved it. Me and a couple other friends and Mark. Mark is usually the DM running this. So, yeah, been playing for I don't know how long, many years. Took a big break, went in the military and kind of lost touch for a while, and then we're back and technology is great. So. That's a little bit about me. I'm playing Blackthorn Mahanua. He is a Goliath, sorcerer warlock. So he's kind of a dark figure.
Yeah, really cool character concept. We're excited to see him in action. So this will be fun. Let's just move up the line. Troy, you're next.
Yeah. So I'm Troy, playing Jin, the half-kind, half-dragon sorcerer. Just turned cleric, and things are going to definitely change for his life.
You're a cleric now?
I am a cleric now. What? It's amazing.
Oh, okay.
A sparkly cleric, even.
I have so many questions.
I do too.
Cameron.
Hi, I'm Cameron. I really like chocolate milk, and I mean that's kind of all that's really important. I played D&D for a while now, but I have loved chocolate milk for a longer time. I started playing D&D about, I think, a year and a half after I developed a passion for chocolate milk.
So they're basically the same passion.
Yeah.
I mean, really. That's
Really. So when I was in Arizona, I was served a 2-year mission. We actually did this thing where it was 6 weeks. All the missionaries kind of stay in the same area, and we got together a small campaign that we ran over the course of those 6 weeks on P days for Dungeons and Dragons.
Awesome.
And I played it because I ran it, no one else knew. But the condition was if you wanted to play, you had to bring a gallon of chocolate milk when you came.
Gallon.
And so it was called the Chalky
Wow.
Milk Chronicles. And it was a blast. We just chugged chocolate milk while we sat there
I love
P-Day
that
and just
idea.
played Dungeons & Dragons. It was a good time.
That's awesome.
Anyways, I'm playing Sully. He's a little forest gnome, soul knife rogue. He has a pet mountain lion, Marty, and he has a dark and mysterious, tragic backstory to him. And he really likes cedar wood and small critters.
Yeah.
And now his calling sign is fish flakes.
Yeah, apparently.
So
This is
It
true.
changes every now and then, so we'll see how long that lasts.
Oh, causation does not equal. How does that phrase go?
Correlation does not
Correlation
equal
is causation.
Causation.
In your case, it might.
yeah, who knows?
There you go.
All right, Mark.
So I am Mark Welch. I've been playing a long time. I am generally the DM, so it's nice to take a chance to play as a player every now and then. And excited to have my brother around. And I'm playing Eddie, the trickster cleric. He's still just kind of figuring out who he is in this world. So
Yep. Hey, we got Jared just popped on too.
Yay.
Let me fix your name.
Yeah, hey guys.
Jared.
Hey, Jared.
What's up?
What's up? Sorry I'm late. LA traffic. So I just got in from the Philippines, literally airport to hotel, and now play some D&D.
Nice!
LA
It's one way
traffic
to
is real.
unwind.
That's the life.
All right.
Am I go? Oh, is it my go?
Yep, you're up.
Oh, hello. I'm Jared. I'm playing Kelvin, Human Ranger. It's my first D&D 5e campaign, but I've played a lot of other systems. So and I'm having a good time with it.
Yeah. Jared's Ranger, who is great in combat and so far
He's great in combat.
keeps messing up other stuff. But
And the disappointed
Yeah, just
dad.
leave it there.
It's so
Just
great.
leave it
He's
there.
great in combat. Nothing else. Just he's great in combat.
That's
No checks of any kind ever go well. Nothing goes well. But combat, he holds his own.
Rock on. All right, I'm just fixing your guys' names real quick.
Oh no, holding your ground last time was awesome. Thumbs up.
The what now?
Holding your ground against those chain breakers.
Oh yeah,
It's like,
good times.
Yeah, they were
That
trying
worked out
to
okay.
tear Kelvin down. They say, hey, "You're not as cool as your brother." Kelvin was all like, "I am way cooler than my brother." It was awesome.
whap, whap, whap. Only like stare down, whap, whap. Not actual whap, whap.
Yeah.
'Cause then that'd have gotten serious.
I think
All
that
right.
just rolled off his shoulders real easy because he's seen a little more of the world. He feels like he's plugged into something that's bigger. It
Yeah,
just didn't even really bother him,
That's awesome.
for real.
I dig that.
which was I think a realization for him. 'Cause he's never, it's always been kind of a thing, right? Family business was being in the chain breakers, and He always thought he'd climb the ranks, and now he's figuring out he can make a different kind of life.
Sure.
Yep.
I mean, having arrived at the city, being carried by adult silver dragon probably is a huge morale booster when you're talking to some person who doesn't believe in it.
That was
is
still
true,
under the radar there, though.
Well, yeah, but I mean, just carrying it with you.
Oh,
you know?
okay.
That's got
Yeah.
a grand inspiration every time it happens.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It makes the mid-level bureaucrats seem a lot less.
A little less intimidating, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get going. Just a quick shout out to Yosoy Ghost 69, who followed us this last week, just a couple days ago. So thanks for checking out the stream, and hope you like it. Keep coming, and we welcome anybody. It's great. The other announcement I have is that this week I would like to do an extra stream sometimes this week, just on Discord, Wednesday evening or something, if anybody wants to join in. I just want to talk about, I don't have a date necessarily even yet, so we can figure it out. But I would like to talk about all the changes that are coming up in D&D. So
Oh, D&D
Oh,
1.
yeah.
if you've checked out
It
the
looks
D&D
awesome.
one stuff,
D1.
I like it.
Yeah.
They look great.
Yeah. then let's
That
talk
was
about
crazy.
that. And
I hear it's word on the street is it's suspiciously similar to Pathfinder 2e.
Yeah. D&D
Funny how that
3.5 gave birth to Pathfinder 2e,
Yeah.
and now Pathfinder 2e is giving birth to D&D 1. It's
Yep.
just-
Yep.
It's a cycle that keeps on
Which,
giving.
just by the way, one of and I think I'm gonna bring you guys a copy because I love it so much. One of their best campaigns for 2e, the Abomination Vaults. They're releasing a 5e version of it.
Oh.
Very cool.
So yeah, I'm pretty excited to check it out.
Nice.
Awesome.
Right on. I am excited that they're going to keep things backwards compatible.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
the extent that
Yeah,
means.
that's nice.
Very much.
Yeah, we'll see, I guess.
And I'm super excited for buying books again and,
Right.
and not having to choose.
It's a decade long.
I miss the books so much. I've been buying digital stuff
The
for so
digital.
long.
Okay. I guess that's true. It is
And
nice.
That's true.
I miss the books. So I miss
We
having
have
that
a
shelf.
rover on Mars, and we finally can have books and books.
Exactly.
Pretty incredible.
They're putting sales on boats. Did you hear that? It's amazing.
Okay, let's move the map. We're going to take you guys up to Dragon's Keep. You have arrived early in the morning, and oh no, shh! I gotta hide these two. Hang on, you're not there yet.
Oh, no, it's okay. We can...
Hang on.
I did send tokens
Oh, did you send me a token?
in email, 2 of them.
Okay, I'll look at it.
You're cool. You use
We'll move
those.
it up.
Reaction turn.
I can grab it real quick while we're doing this. Oh, rock on.
I'm into that.
That's awesome. Oh yeah, you've got your imp there too. Perfect. Okay, those are getting uploaded now.
Anyway.
The as you enter, Lady Sylvana brings you into the main courtyard here, and you hear, before you see, you hear the Dragonborn and Tummel down the hall as he is bellowing at them to behave in various different ways and trying to get them some breakfast. Let's just
That's what
update
I wanted
that.
to see.
It's true.
Oh, you guys are going to see there. There's a picture of the
Ooh, nice.
of Mike's character. I'm just gonna move him up out of here for a second.
Oh, as Jin in particular is entering the courtyard with everyone, he is just staring at everything.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Before we entered the courtyard, actually, I was staring at Sully in particular, because I didn't recognize him. But then it clicked because Sully's small, so it must have been Sully. So I move on and recognize everyone else. And as I see Lady Sylvana, as she turns to address us, Jin starts crying just a little bit.
Jin has been blind up till now, right?
Yeah,
Until,
he has been severely blind all of his life, and suddenly he can see.
After a eventful, for him at least, trip up in the basket. Well, he slept most of the way, meditated most of the way, really slept. It's hard to meditate that long. I've tried. Yeah. Awakened suddenly, and we're going to start off with that, in fact, and blurted out, Suthraga is climbing the mountain. And then promptly fell out of the basket. What happened there?
Exactly, yeah. And as I'm looking around, I actually quickly dig into my pack and grab my astrolabe. And is it nighttime? Or
It's
close enough to
morning.
nighttime?
You can still see stars out.
You can still see stars?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
It's early morning.
Quickly do with the astrolabe, like telekinesis, so it's hovering in the air. Part of the pin comes out, and the reedy that holds down the plate kind of flips it. So the plate is what tells like the position of the stars in the heavens. In this particular latitude, I have specifically for Acroa and Dragon's Keep. So telekinesis, just flip the plate, put the pin back in, spin the plate to match what I can see from the stars, and I cast augury. And I want to see if what I just said is a good omen.
Oh, you want to see if it's a good omen.
Yeah.
As the plate spins,
And I look up at the sky, and it's, according to the starlight cloak.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it was.
Yep.
I was trying to reach back in my memory.
Yep.
Because Eddie throws tchotchkes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
little bits of whatever.
yeah.
Yep.
Little bits of everything.
Yeah,
What's-
whatever he's got in his pocket.
Flare.
Yeah,
He
you
throws
like-
flare.
Half an apple one time.
Yeah, half an apple, piece of bacon. Yeah.
While that happens for Eddie, Jin sees things up in the stars when it's the evening time. He can see. He can cast augury
Yep.
from this cloak that he found, and he. The answer is that it is. That it portends. It is a portent of bad. Is a bad omen.
Bad omen.
Yeah.
Okay, so I see a single shooting star in the sky. I go, that's not good. And then I look around and realize that I can look around. And it's a little emotional.
In the once in the keep, Lady Sylvana ushers you into the keep. She says, "We'll discuss this together once we're inside," and transforms back into her elvish self
Mhm.
and leads you back into the keep. The and as I said, you can hear Tommel trying to direct a large group of dragonborn towards breakfast somewhere deep inside, up to the north on this map. So maybe up here somewhere. And the rest of the keep seems pretty much as you left it. Well taken care of, and you know what though? Maybe there's a couple of toys left out in the yard here, like the house on the street that's got a bunch of kids, and they've always got a bicycle or two that are just left in the front yard. That's my house, by the way. Most of the time. I can't believe my kids' bikes haven't been stolen yet. Most of the time. There we go. So a couple of small wooden toy things out around in the gardens here, but otherwise seems to be the way that you left it. All right. Lady Sylvana calls out, "Tommel! Tommel!" And he comes in from the north. Let's bring him out. And following behind him is another Goliath. And draped off of Tummel are 3 of the younger Dragonborn, one hanging onto his neck, and another one holding onto his foot and riding on it. And he has an apron on now.
Oh, it's adorable.
And it's splattered like some kind of dough or batter or something on it as he comes out eventually. Yes, Mom. Not Mom, Mum. Sorry.
Mum.
Yes, milady. He says, exasperated. Completely exasperated.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's exasperated now.
Yeah. Who is... Tummel, who is this with you? And he gestures over at Blackthorn. Blackthorn, what was your relationship to Tummel?
So I take a gracious bow to Lady Sylvana, and I say, "Oh, I have known Thommel, kind killer, Laga, from the Laga clan for many years. We grew up together, sometimes fighting, other times embracing, but he is a longtime friend."
I'm glad you're back, miss. He's brought some terrible news from the other side of the mountain.
Oh. Sorry, Tommel and Mr. Blackthorn, I just had a question for you real fast. When you did fight, who would usually win?
Oh, that's a good question. The Goliath are very interested in winning as well, and I think me and Tom will probably tied.
Oh, that's a politically correct answer. All right, sorry for my intrusion. Please, what's this terrible thing happening on the other side?
Oh, jeez.
So, the news from the other side, and a little background so you know that I am speaking truth. I am a truth seeker sent to inquire about the strife that is now disturbing the Manua tribes. We've had an army building up north of the mountains that seems to be on the move, led by dragons. We've had many refugees seeking safety of our tribes, and we are not inclined to give it without more information. And that is why I'm here, to seek some information from a group called the Action Force. One specifically named Sully. I have heard that he has had a vision, and we are here to inquire on this.
I think Jin's the one that's had the vision, but that's great.
Yeah. And just
Okay.
shortly.
No,
Perfect.
I believe Sully touched a stone and had some kind of a vision that we heard about.
Oh, you did see that.
Yeah.
Well, we definitely know a Sully, but I've never heard of this Action Force. No
Sorry,
idea.
you'll have to excuse Kelvin. He's very humble. He's
No
the
idea
founder
who
of
that
Action
is.
Force. And
What
Never.
is this
heard
Alpha
of him.
Foxtrot pin that you wear?
Yeah.
Oh, this is
That's
something
pretty much it.
totally different.
Totally different, unrelated, kind of similar.
Unrelated.
well.
The,
go ahead.
No, it's the what's the Auspex Intrepidus.
The Audax.
Oh.
Audax Intrepidus.
Yeah, Audax Intrepidus.
Audax Intrepidus. I will file that away for my inquiries later.
While you're in your files, just anything related to Action Force, you can just go ahead and
You can delete.
you can burn
Got
them.
it. Burn it.
You can burn those files. Yep.
I heard the Action Force are a very renowned, amazing mercenary group.
They are.
I've never heard of this Axinus Intrepidus.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That was
They're up and coming.
That was the cover band. We're the real thing. Yeah.
Hey, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, I like that. Action Force is our cover band. All right.
Exactly.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tribute band.
Tribute band. There you go.
Okay.
Even worse than the cover band.
Mr. Blackthorn, sir, Mr.
You can call me Black.
Okay, Black. Your name is so cool. I just feel like I can't say it without putting like a Mister or something in front of it. But Blackthorn. In response to your query, I am sometimes known as a Mr. Sully, and I don't know. I don't know really what I saw, but I don't know if a vision is correct or more of like a nightmare. But I don't really know what you are expecting of me to help you with. I can't make anything out of it. It just is something that happened when I tried to do something pretty stupid, as is my usual go-to.
Also, did you say
Well-
dragons or dragonborn leading these armies?
They're actual dragons. Now, whether they are in dragon form and transport or transmute, we are unclear.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe my nightmare is a little bit of like it was bad, man. I haven't really talked to many people about it. I just told Lady Sylvana, so I guess you went and spilled that secret away, Lady Sylvana.
She says it was important for people to know and for me to find out what it meant.
Okay. Well. Okay. I guess I should trust your judgment. But
How long has this army been operating? Do you know?
The longest that I've seen it operate in the Mauna tribe was approximately 10 years.
Okay.
Okay. Well.
Not any older than that.
Yeah. No. This isn't. That's not good.
No.
Do we even have an army on this side? I mean, we have like a bunch of mercenary guilds. Freeholm's pretty great, right, Kelvin? That's where you're from, and this seems pretty up in arms. Are they an army?
I don't know.
There hasn't been a standing army in
Yeah.
a generation.
Yeah. Palwash isn't squishy, but it's
They're not anticipating a force like that.
no.
Who could? Who would?
So my second thing that I'm supposed to do here is possibly unite, build an army, if possible. Unite the mercenary guilds, and I hear that you are just the force to do it, if not so actionable.
Well, we are a force that takes action.
Yeah. Sometimes we do.
Uniting it might be a stretch.
I don't know. We're on great terms with the Chainbreakers. Last time we talked to them, it went so smoothly.
But a common enemy will unite many
That's true.
current enemies. You know? So the knowledge that this army's coming, we might be able to put something together and get some talks going, at least to
Yeah.
have at least contingency plans, right? In case something like that were to happen.
Yeah.
Then between Freeholm and some of the other holdings in Acroa, we could field an army that would at least be somewhat capable.
Yeah.
They need proof.
Okay. Well, here's a fun thought, because that sounds like it sounds more feasible when you put it that way. It still just kind of sounds impossible. Could we instead just go like to their army and say, "Hey, you shouldn't come fight us," and then just tell them not to do that? Is that simpler to disband their army or to form an army over here?
You are welcome.
Yeah, I was going to say Blackthorn would be the authority. What's the chances of us disbanding that army?
If it's more than one dragon, it might be a stretch.
I don't know. I'm pretty.
So obviously,
Pretty
Blackthorn,
flexible.
you thought about the numbers on this side of the wall that it would take. How many warriors are we talking about that do you think we need to put together to defend this off?
Well, best numbers with the Goliath clans in the Hammer Mountains. We would probably need closer to 3,000 to 4,000 troops.
Hmm.
How many-
30 to 40,000? Is that what you said, or 3 to 4?
Let's say that
Three
there's
to
let's say
four.
there's
3 to 4,000? Okay.
hundreds of dragons,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they mostly and they have smaller troops of wyverns
Oh.
that they employ as well.
Oh, so it's
It's a dragon horde, mostly?
It's a draconic.
okay.
army.
I'm just gonna throw out an option that hasn't been said yet. We just surrender and offer servitude. I mean, that's kind of
The Goliaths would never surrender.
I would at least want a few shots to be fired before we surrender.
I respect the pride and like due diligence to feel like you have to do something, but you guys did not see what I saw.
That's
No,
true.
I
That is why
don't.
I'm here.
That
Also
No.
to gather the Kelvins of the world, or the Dragon Slayers, with a couple of the Kelvins of the world that are specifically designed to take these monstrosities away from this earth, we could use significantly less.
And if Suthraga is indeed coming, there are people that'll listen to him too.
Okay. So, do we feel like the portent of Suthraga's appearance to be negative because of the dragon horde, and maybe his coming would be positive to an extent, or is he bringing some evil?
Yeah,
I guess
that
I'm not
I
sure
don't
about
know.
that.
I guess there's only one way to find out, right?
Yeah,
Kelvin,
either he's come to stop us or
Kelvin.
he's come to stop them.
Yeah,
Um,
Kelvin's looking. Kelvin's looking down at his bow, thinking he probably needs a bigger one.
This is
okay,
true.
cool. Sully was just, yeah, he just was looking up, wondering what you were looking like and doing. But you're looking at your bow.
Yeah, he's just kind of he's taking all this in and then thinking about, just how he gets ready for what seems like inevitable conflict. So he's
Okay.
doing inventory of his gear. He's been looking for a better bow for a little, something a little magical for a while. He's
Okay.
just kind of going over his kit, thinking
Yeah.
about.
Well,
Yeah, right.
in that case, if that's what everyone seems to be doing, Kelvin's looking at his bow, kind of looking at his equipment. Eddie's kind of like starting to think about logistics and saying, "Oh, we're gonna do this," and Jin's kind of standing there like contemplating, like, "Okay, what does the prophecy mean? Suthraga's coming." Sully is going to just take a couple steps back away from the group while everyone's doing this, just sink down to his knee, like just kind of in a fetal position, like sitting on his butt, just kind of holding his knees, rocking back and forth, staring off into the distance. And that's what he's doing.
Okay.
And at that time, a red, small, winged imp appears on my shoulder and flies over to, I'm assuming Marty's around here somewhere, and starts to gain interest and fly around Marty.
Oh,
It's an imp.
Yes, a female.
ah.
Marty is startled at first, but he's going to have a good time sniffing this thing out and trying to figure out what the heck it is.
Let's get Marty on here.
We'll
Where'd you go, Marty?
Ask Blackthorn if how much time do you think we have?
Uncertain. Again, the
Okay.
levels of refugees are increasing, and we soon raise levels.
Yeah, so they're not headed this way. Levels of alert.
They
That's
are,
good.
they are pushing. Oh, there you are. You're way up there. So they've been pushing creatures farther and farther to the west as they
Hmm.
proceed, and seem to be just intent on continuing to do so. Like they don't stop too long before they keep pushing farther and farther.
Yeah.
So, at what point do the giant clans need support? What is our time frame here
Yeah.
before they would be lost potentially?
Well, we first need to see what all these visions and potentially the soothsayers and snake oil individuals have to say about it. Again, the Goliath don't believe it, but until we see it. So some of the prophecies are true to an extent, but we need to assess those prophecies before we proceed. If it'd be okay, I
Yeah.
tag along with you all and assess the need for the Goliaths to join.
Would I guess I asked Lady Sylvana, would any of the books in the library be of help with the taking any of these prophecies apart?
Perhaps, but I think that we should assess what it is Tuthraga is trying to do.
First, yeah.
If you want, I can go and find out his whereabouts, and if you would like to have a look in the library.
Certainly.
Lene, and she gestures at your companion, can probably help with can probably figure out the indexing, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
And Sully, I've put the book out for you on the main table. Or I'll have Tomo put the book out that you are interested in on the main table.
Okay, thank you.
Does Lene have proficiency with cartography?
I don't think so.
Ooh, I'd have to look that up. Does
Yeah.
anybody have proficiency with cartography? No.
Cartography? No.
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 I'll have to have Jin do a crash course on cartography while he's at it.
Lady
Because I figure
Sylvana
we're going
transforms
places.
back into her silver dragon self and takes flight. As she does so, you notice a fog rolls back in over the keep. She wants to make sure that... Oh, we lost Mike there for a second. Come back, Mike.
Yep, yep, yep.
When he comes back, he'll appear back where he needs to. Good. She wants to maintain the ability to keep Suthraga away from the keep if she needs to.
Yep.
And so this giant fog cloud rolls in. And Tommel gestures at the group of you to follow him. He peels off the dragonborn children that are hanging on to him and sends them back into breakfast, and then leads you to the west, to that entrance there, and into the main hall, and from there into the library. And this is a picture of a library in Prague. So you can
He is pretty.
imagine it looks something like this. There's an index off to the side, and Lene starts cheerfully going through it, I imagine. Lene, if you're watching, I'm sure you're excited. And Tommel heads over to a shelf and pulls out a large old tome and lays it out here in the center dais, and pushes a stool over for Sully.
Oh, okay, thanks. It's humble. In that center place?
Yeah.
Is the book there?
What's that?
Is the book already there?
He
or-
lays it out there for you.
Okay.
And
Touch it.
as you touch it, a
Teeth appear.
glyph in pinkish, purplish lines appears on the outside of it, spreading around it like veins, not unlike the what happens to your eyes and face when you use your psychic powers.
Is it like acting as a cage, refusing to let her open?
It's just lines on the
responding.
book. Yeah.
I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. Tentatively, I will peel the cover open
Okay.
with my two fingers and begin reading, unless some terrible effect happens.
It does not. The book, the letters are inside. I mean, the writing inside the book seem very old and written in a strange ink, but like not just black. It's what color? Kind of reddish purplish too. And it is titled. Sorry, I wrote down the title. But that's all I wrote down.
Okay.
So-
Yeah. I would have to type out a whole lot. Good.
Where'd it go? It is titled. That's not my latest version. Shoot. Shoot. Anyway, it's the Gift of Sidra, and then there's like a subtitle to it that I've written down, but something to the effect of a history of the a history of the something something. Crud. This was like early last week after I decided that it was the book, and I think I saved it in a different file. Okay, but we'll just call it the Gift of Sidra.
Okay.
As
A
the main
history of
title.
the something something.
Yes.
Okay.
And what I would like is, so this book talks about an ancient. It's a biography. It's an autobiography.
Oh.
And talks about an ancient being, Sidra, who came into Acroa and I don't know why she was there. That's up to you to decide. Was she fleeing something? Was she searching for something? I don't know. But in the process of it, though, she gave a gift of her powers to a gnomish family. Only it did not go as planned, as she expected. So.
Hey, Mike is saying that he can't see the DKTV.
Oh, geez, I forgot about that. Okay. Thanks, Mike. Hang on. Gosh dang it. Invite people. This because we're not friends.
Oh.
That's right. Modern times. Remember, you gotta click that.
You back in,
to
Mike?
Become friends.
Oh, jeez. Stop going in the lobby.
There he goes. Oh.
Stop going in the lobby. What is happening?
I don't know. He says it just keeps kicking him out. Are you there, Mike?
I'm here.
Okay,
Yeah.
he's there.
Yeah, I see him.
Okay. I'm adding you as a friend so that I can invite you into this thing officially. 1 second. Sorry, it's hidden.
As Jin is looking through the books, he
I don't even
lands
know why I
on
made it
one that
hidden.
actually does have teeth, and it kind of snaps at him. You gotta look out for those knowledge mimics.
Okay, we are in the library right now, Mike, and Lady Sylvana has flown off to assess the actual location of where Suthraga is.
Gotcha. I was listening, so we're good.
Okay, good
Keep
deal.
going.
Oh, 808 Hawaii. Okay. Message. Okay, I messaged you an invite to you directly, just so you have that. Great. Now you can get back in. Oh, we lost him again. What in the...
When Discord doesn't work, it really doesn't work.
That's annoying.
I should know this. I'm just bad at some of these details, but you remember there's the Avatar that kind of rose in the middle of the battle with the orcs.
Yes.
She was like identified with Freeholm.
Yeah, Shandy Black Eyes.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
has black eyes.
That's
Yeah,
right.
so Kelvin's kind of like, he's like thinking about how could you possibly rouse an army quickly, and she kind of comes to mind as like
That's true.
probably maybe one of the few that could rally an army of thousands to her banner like almost at an instant. But I don't know that we know where she is or what she's doing or anything.
Lene can find some books on her for you. What you find out about her is that she disappeared. Some claim that the general rumor is that she ascended to some kind of demigod type
Status.
Thank you.
Okay.
And she occasionally appears to people still. People will see her in fights, in battles. There's an
Yeah.
there's an old folk song called Camouflage. You guys ever heard that song?
I've heard this. I'm pretty sure I've heard this song.
Have you heard that song?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go check out that song sometime. It's a good
He
song.
was a great big Marine.
Yes. And the folk song goes that he saves this guy's life in Vietnam, but it was actually a ghost.
Yeah.
It's a really
Yeah.
good song.
So this is
I wrote a whole one shot based around that
Did you
concept.
really?
That's awesome.
I like that.
It was great. Like I made my kids listen to this song. It's so good. I love it. I like that kind
That
of
is a
stuff.
good one.
Anyway, so people see her occasionally. They claim that she's appeared and helped them. But yeah, she ascended to some kind of demigod status, is what
Yeah.
people claim right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
maybe we can ask Lene to do some research on
Okay.
is there a place that people go to
Yeah.
try to commune with her, or
Awesome.
just in thinking like what would break through. Obviously, if you go to the chain breaker, they're gonna want to get paid.
Sure. Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of complications, but if you're looking for like somebody to rally people to a banner, she's
She would
probably the best bet.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's just, I
Yeah.
guess Kelvin maybe pulls Lene aside and asks her to, I guess he's looking for any like a location where, that's special, or maybe the place where she ascended on the battlefield, or
Yeah, or where she
some,
pops up
like
the
a
most.
shrine or a temple or something where any kind of, any lead could be tracked down on how to potentially get her to help.
Okay, I've got that note down, and I happen to just open up the last session's notes and scroll to the bottom, which I should have just done first of all. But the book is called The Life and Death of Sidra, Her Gift and Curse.
Hmm.
There you go. And is a biographical novel. And so what I want you to do though is decide what is actually in that book and what Sully finds out about this history. Oh, okay. Not Sully, Cameron.
Oh, okay. Sorry, guys.
What else would you like Lene to start researching? You have the access to a library that is larger than any of you've ever seen, and holds books and knowledge that you've never been able to comprehend. You couldn't comprehend in your lives. Is there anything else you want her to look up?
Anything about the dragonflight, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything
Yeah.
there, like what, or if there are any books here about whether or not potentially maybe the kind and their transformation could be help
Yeah, that's
for us.
too.
It could be these. It
If
could
they're-
be
if
their prophecies could be aligning to be allies toward this.
If there could be a basis to what they've claimed all along about transformation, yeah.
Anything on running an efficient and effective mercenary guild?
Mercenary guilds for dummies. I see it right over there.
Yep.
Is there a business section in this library?
Yeah, I'm sure there's some econ.
I wouldn't go.
101.
Yeah,
There's
maybe a little lower on the priority list, but Calvin would be interested.
Yep.
there's a
Locations of magical stronghold.
there's a bunch of books by some guy named Malcolm Sad Fountain.
Malcolm Smith. Okay.
Platinum and You, How to Make Money.
Killing for profit.
Yeah.
Yeah, killing
So you wanna-
killing for profit underneath and fun.
So you want to be a mercenary?
So you want to there's something called Demonics 101. Okay. Linnaeus jotting all of this down on a large sheet and running through the indexes and pulling stuff and running from shelf to shelf, pulling books out and laying them out on tables and stuff. We'll leave that there for a future. That gives me some stuff to research and some knowledge to bring back to you in the future.
Awesome.
A short, not too long, once you get into, the books are starting to stack up, but not too long into it. You hear Lady Sylvana calling from back from the courtyard.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
head
go
back
out to see what
to
she's
her.
up to.
I was fast.
You can take the book with you, can't you?
Okay, yeah. Shove it in my. Don't tell Lady Sylvana.
I don't know. I don't think she's going to care. She told you to come in here.
Because you're right.
Lene probably looks in your direction as you've got like this gigantic square.
Sorry, I didn't have time to get a library card, but I'll bring it back. I promise.
So what, Lady Sylvana's back already?
Yes.
From Sithraga?
Any differences in the mist?
The mist is still, the clouds are still there. In fact, it seems a little more ominous now. She lands and transforms back into her elvish self. I have found Sithraga. He is scaling the cliff walls to the top of the hammer. In fact, scaling perhaps. Others are scaling for him and pulling him up in a harness.
Wait, I thought you're not supposed to be able to do that.
None ever return from it.
They're pulling him up from the tower, potentially? From the hammer's handle?
They are scaling the cliff
Oh,
walls
they're climbing.
Oh my gosh.
And pulling him up.
and pulling him up.
Behind. Okay.
Okay, well, first of all, it's really lazy of an avatar to do, but okay.
He is
He is
over
seven.
150 years old.
I
No, he's
rescind
over
my words.
350
Sorry.
years old.
Yeah, 350.
350
He's
years
really
old.
old for a dwarf.
Yeah.
He's over 350
were-
years old.
Okay, well, I'm 23, so...
I
Don't know.
mean, you were there. Did
Has-
you
has-
just?
Has any of
Drive
them made it to
by-
the top yet?
For Sithraga to become aware of what is up here on this mountain and here at Dragon's Keep would be... I can't predict what would happen if he were to know of everything that is up here.
So do we need to repel him? Or his,
I would like
his
to
minions?
find
Bad
out
omen
what he
bad
is
omen.
doing, though.
Well, Calvin, it sounds like you were about to say something about that. What were you had a question?
Well, I just thought she was there, but seems like a couple blasts of dragon breath could have helped out. Maybe slowed it down a little bit.
That's a good point.
Is there a way we can get within diplomatic range?
If he is... I still don't know why, but... And I've personally landed on top of the hammer several times. but I've seen no signs of anyone ever up there. For him to be climbing it, whatever magic or thing is protecting that hammer might soon end him anyway.
That's true.
Hey, but don't we need him for prophecy stuff? I looked at Blackthorn. Didn't you come or wham just to hear the prophecies?
Sooth Draga has always been the worst of the prophets. The kind are the children killers, and that's a nasty business.
That's true enough.
Okay, but what if that's what's going to happen? We need to hear it. We need to know everything we can know.
I can.
Well, let's go get him down.
Has I asked Lady Sylvana, have you seen anyone actually thrown from the top once reaching it? Do you know if there is any?
I've never seen anyone try to scale it or climb it.
No one's tried to
only
base
have
jump
reports
it
of
either.
it.
Yeah.
So if we happen to be at the top of it, because you put us there to meet him when he comes to the top to find out what he's doing, is that something you think we could do?
I desperately want to know what it is that he thinks he is doing, but I know that this is going to be dangerous, and I cannot go myself.
Okay.
Oh.
For me to interact with him would be against my oath.
Oh, there's no way we can beat him there, right?
Is there a way we could beat him there? Is there like a secret pass?
You could be close. She could fly you down semi-close.
Okay. And then we also have Kelvin. He could get us through.
And Kelvin
to
could
it.
travel through the mountain without.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
much
let's do
impediment.
that. Get us close. We'll go get information from him. I don't mind squeezing
It's
somebody.
definitely not against my oath. I will squeeze all the information.
And
Why does everyone have oaths here? I didn't take an oath.
oh,
Did you?
no oath here, no.
Okay, good.
No.
We're in this together.
In fact, I might have a way to get up there.
Are we elevation-wise?
How do you feel about flying?
Where are we?
Um,
Like Dragon's Keep to the top of the hammer. I'm disoriented.
So since Dragon's Keep is since Acroa actually is Utah Valley, but
Uh-huh.
bigger, right?
Uh-huh.
If you were to imagine Dragon's Keep being up at it's Squaw Peak or something,
Mhm.
and the hammer being further back down the canyon, but not as far as not close to
The
Bridal
Deer Creek
Vale,
Dam? Okay.
Yeah.
but something like that.
About that far up? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it goes up.
So the keep's slightly higher.
Yeah,
Okay. And
elevation wise, it keeps slightly higher
that- okay.
and more in front of.
Yeah. So more westward. Okay.
Yes, more westward of the wall.
God.
Yeah. Well, let's go. Let's go to the top
See
of the
what
hammer.
we can
Why
do.
not? If no
Yeah.
one else can do it,
We made
aid
a
us and
small
tribute
fulfill
us.
a
I mean,
prophecy.
we were trying to make a name for ourselves, right? And with that in mind, Eddie changes his glamored armor again.
Yes.
This is my current bid today for the Aedus and Intrepidus uniform. So he goes behind a bookcase and comes back out, and he's wearing the armor has gone completely black. It has very molded pecs and a six-pack rolling down, big muscular-looking thighs, gauntlets that have big jagged fins off of it, and a black cape as he pulls a hood up over that has two large ears and a mask that covers. And I look around and I say, I think masks are going to be the new thing. What do you think?
You had me until the mask.
Adux Intrepidus. This is our new uniform. No one would confuse us.
This is true.
Does the new armor have bat nipples?
They're fairly pronounced, and for some reason it makes me want to talk more like this.
Can you lower your voice even more?
Lower? Here?
Lower.
How about here? This is about as low
more
as
like
I can
gravity.
go.
More gravity.
More gravity.
Yeah.
Something like this.
Okay, now can you say, what do your ears look like?
They're pointy.
Pointy
to the top.
ears?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay, that's lovely. That's great.
It's because I'm trying to signify that we have all the senses where we can hear very, very well.
Uh-huh.
We will see evil wherever it is.
Oh, that makes sense. Can you just say for me in like a really low gravelly voice, like, "I'm Raven Man"?
I'm Raven Man.
Yeah.
Does
All
that
right,
fit?
I'm there now.
That's-
I'm with
That
you.
sounds like the hero we need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if we deserve it, but
But
we,
Kelvin is the final say on all stylistic interpretations of Aedis Intrepidus. We need to make sure that we're on brand.
Yeah.
And I look
Yeah.
at Kelvin.
No, I think you could be a very special unit. One man unit. Yeah, you know.
I got it.
Special-
Okay.
special
For
forces.
special forces, special tasks. Maybe
Okay.
not the everyday uniform, but certainly.
Well, this is somewhat of a stealth mission, right? Think about how this will blend
Yeah.
in the darkness.
That's true.
You are not
That's
wrong.
right. It will blend
You'd almost be
into.
like a squire of the night.
Yes.
Not quite a knight, just a squire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will blend into the darkest night.
Yeah. That's the idea, right? That's
Yeah.
where the inspiration came from. I'm a little tough, but I'm also somewhat
I am so
hideable.
sorry. I'm so sorry to our viewers. Thank you for putting up with this. It's wonderful of you.
I've been trying to drop that one for 2 sessions.
It's so great.
I love
It's so great. Thank you for letting us do this. This is good.
It was all Sully's fault.
Of course it is. Always.
So until further notice, this is the uniform that
Yep.
Eddie's going to be wearing.
I like it.
Very good.
And Blackthorn says, "On the go," and starts to walk toward the.
All right, yeah, let's get down there.
All right, we need to go quickly. We need to go now. And then he's like, okay, but consider costume changes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Are you guys rushing? Are
And
you
as
trying
we're
to
walking,
Yeah. Are you rushing? Or are you trying to
I-
beat? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, long stepping, absolutely. And I'm walking next to Eddie, and
Yeah.
I say, "I get it. I like it." Really.
Yeah, I thought it was good inspiration.
I think it's great.
I like the molded chest piece. It
Yes.
was almost Roman, but then you went
Yeah,
that direction.
semi-anatomical. I mean, it was kind of the idea.
No,
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
If we're gonna all have
I think
masks,
that's what the
then they should all be
costume
like
designer
our
had in mind,
our tokens, right?
Oh,
So
so I should be the bull.
yeah, you should have like a bull mask.
Okay, I will reinvent.
Nice.
But it
All right.
needs to be tomorrow.
Kelvin, that means you get to like wear a dragon mask.
It's true.
Yeah, Kelvin's into that.
Yeah. What are you? You're a valiant.
But yeah, let's beat
Yeah.
Suthraga to
Bahamut.
the top of
Yeah.
Okay.
Arvincer's hammer.
Let's have Kelvin, and you can assist.
Tamara,
People can
as
assist him if they want, so you can get
The
advantage.
case would be.
Let's have Kelvin make a survival check.
I will assist. I will actually give him guidance
Oh,
from
okay.
time to time as
Oh
well.
boy.
Oh.
And you can assist.
Here
so
we
you got
go.
advantage and a D4 to add to it.
Yep.
You get an advantage anyway. You're on a mountain.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's in the mountain.
And this will just determine if you beat Suthraga there or not.
Survival
Yeah. Let's go with that
Ooh,
one.
Uh,
hey,
plus a D4.
I like that
Yeah.
one.
Mhm.
There we go. So that's a 23 total.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Wait, why does it say you
Thank
rolled a
goodness
3?
I had the.
I think that was the D4.
Oh, that was a D4.
Yeah.
My
All right.
first survival check was not great. My second one was a 20,
better.
and then the D4
Okay.
took the 23. So yeah.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
Nice.
You guys arrived just in time to see several climb. You're standing on top of this wall. You've made your way down to it. The top of the wall is black marble and has where it's sheer and smooth on the face that faces Acroa. On the other side of the wall, it is rocky and cliff-like. And overgrown with plants and stuff. In fact, I have a little. Just wanted to describe that to you before I bring this up, because otherwise it's kind of hard to imagine what's actually going on here.
I just want to take this moment to commemorate Calvin successfully doing an out of combat.
Yay!
It is worth an applause.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for bringing attention to it.
It's true. We should.
I'm surprised we didn't catch up notice that faster. That's good.
This is kind of looking down towards the looking off the cliff face. So where it's misty on this map, you're looking down into down towards the ground. You're up on the top. There's a stream that runs out of the hammer, and it seems to come up from a spring in the center of the hammer, just below the tower that makes up the handle part of this wall, and it runs off of each side.
Oh, okay, so each side, so it's flowing out from underneath that bridge, kind of.
Right. And where it flows into a river, into the Harbinger River, on one side, it's turned the other side into a large reservoir.
Ah, okay.
Gotcha.
So there's a bunch of water up here.
Yeah.
So
On the one side of it.
So there's a big
on that side of
pool
it.
and then a waterfall.
Yep.
Okay.
So are Suthraga and gang getting close to the top?
You arrive just in time to see them summit
Uh,
the side, and just as Lady Sylvana said, you've got two members of his entourage who have ropes strapped around their shoulders, and they have been climbing these rocks, and suspended between the two of them in a rope harness is the oldest and most frail-looking dwarf you've ever seen. He has a beard that goes down to his feet.
Wow.
And he's just kind of swaying there back and forth as they continue to drag him, occasionally bouncing against the walls, just dragging him up. And once they get to the top, they start pulling him up and
Those climbers must
plop
be
him down.
beasts.
Yeah, okay, so you guys all take the Incredible Hulks. I'll take the old frail dwarf.
Do we approach this diplomatically or just?
I think we start diplomatically.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Jin, I think you've got the best charisma.
yeah. Okay. I guess I'll just walk right up and just
I walk right behind Jen.
greetings.
Yeah, Calvin's ready. Bow drawn.
Okay. Suthraga stands up to his full height of 3'10",
3 foot, 350 years.
and hobbles over in your direction. Barely able to, is squinting at you, barely able to see. He calls out, "Who is here?
Who is hair?
Who is here?"
Oh, here.
We come in the name of the Audax Intrepidus. You are trespassing in this place.
This place is evil, and so must you be then.
Wait, but you're here too. Wouldn't that make you evil?
He has a good point.
Yeah. No, I've come to finally see with my own eyes. And he squints off in the distance towards the east.
And what are you here to see? Because we're here to gather information as well.
I've come to see with my own eyes the doom that is coming for us all.
Oh.
And what doom would that be?
Yeah, care to elaborate?
This is funny that, like, I forgot that Sully had this vision earlier on. But he proceeds to describe the exact same things that Sully saw
Okay.
2 days ago. He says, "It is finally come, and I am here to see the end of it all."
And what do you mean by see the end of it all? You are going to be a sacrifice to the army as it comes?
There's no stopping it.
Well, I
They
think
will
we should at least
roll
try.
over these lands like a great flood of fire and acid.
Sully starts to go down on the ground again, just kind
No,
of
this
holding his
isn't-
legs.
This is precisely what we intend to stop. And I know who you are, Suthraga, and it would be our greatest pleasure if we could get your assistance in this matter.
Yes, your influence in the cities below could be a huge boon for us to gather an army that could potentially throw back this invasion. And we've been contemplating even a truce and an agreement with the kind to help, that is, save us all from this horde. Because, as Blackthorn will tell you, it is, as you describe, horrendous.
The winter is coming, and I do need to join Raga.
Yep.
And I cast suggestion on him.
Oh, okay. What is
Will you
the
join us in
save?
this?
He waves as if shooing off a buzzing fly. And
Oh my gosh.
sorry, he rolled an 18. What's your? I assume
so
that's a beat.
There's no real save.
Oh, it's not.
Just Yeah, you just suggest a course of action, and unless you're immune to the charm or the charm condition, suggestion must be a couple words.
Okay.
I think there is a save.
I
He
think there is
still
a
waves
save.
in front of his
I'm
face.
sorry. It is. It's a wisdom saving.
Yeah. Okay.
My bad.
Listen, save.
Mm-hmm.
But he looks back at you, and when he realizes that you're not from Acroa, when he sees the Blackthorn, he pulls back in shock, and they're here already. The forebearers of our doom have come.
Forebears.
Where are the rest of you? The rest that I have seen.
Okay, hold up. Stop the operation. I thought you were supposed to be some great avatar prophet seer person who was going to tell us a bunch of information. But we've already seen this vision. We know all of this. We know that we're doomed. We're just trying to do something to stop it. Are you just literally coming up here to stare down and say, "Ha, I told you all so," and watch your whole world burn before your eyes?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, at least he's honest.
Yeah, I mean...
Are you just tired?
I guess I just don't know why we came then. I mean, Suthraga, I thought the legends about you see, and you have told people things, and you have led them, and you've created massive cults, and then the cults, usurped you, and all this stuff. You're a legend, and you are just sitting back?
Wait. You've seen what's happened.
Yeah.
You've seen what my prophecies and visions have brought. None of it has been good, ever. This is not a blessing, it's a curse.
I couldn't agree more, but just because we're cursed doesn't mean we have to sit back and let them control us.
This is true.
And how do you propose that mere men like us, or anyone here, could stand against what's coming?
Well, I don't really know, but I think my good friend Eddie put it pretty well earlier when he said that we just have to do something. If we just sit back, then, that doesn't make us people anymore. We're just fodder. And I don't know. I looked down at Marty. He's like, I don't really want to be fodder. I think there's things we have to protect. At least try.
I wish that... Almost you make me believe. I wish that I could believe that anyone could stand against. And he stops for a second and he looks out at the lake. They're here.
Okay.
Make a perception check just to see who sees it first.
Sully is so good at perception, you guys. Oh, that's a good roll, though.
Terrible roll. 9.
16.
10.
Ooh, 14, yeah.
16?
15.
15. 16.
16.
Okay, so you're talking to him, and as he turns back, you see directly where his eyes go, and he says, So this is the guardian of the wall.
Oh.
And the lake on the other side that comes up about halfway up the wall on the other side starts to freeze over on the top of it.
Oh.
And this ice forms into it starts to like crystals start coming up the wall, and then out of the water start climbing out several white wyverns that then start scaling up the side of the wall on the east side.
Hey, Kelvin, you got a few arrows?
Time for sniping.
More than a few.
So Thraga, I'm assuming you know what those are?
Yeah. So Thraga, is this your doing?
It is the first wave that I saw. The cold that comes upon us and washes over the land.
Good, then I shall greet it. And I just light up some guiding bolts because I'm ready to take him down.
Kelvin's super tired of all the cryptic talk.
All right.
There's some monsters on the field. He's, if they're in range, he's going to start firing.
All right, roll some initiatives for me.
Yeah.
They're going to go on a 10.
Ooh, there she go. I'm not keeping this roll. I'm going to re-roll it.
Behind.
I'm going to re-roll it. I'm just-
Yeah. I was going to say, we know how to speak that language.
Roll initiative, yeah. 18 for me.
Oh, terrible.
I got a 21.
21.
That was with
Kelvin.
advantage. Man.
Kelvin is 7.
Are you guys doing action trackers? I guess you're just doing it on paper.
In roll
Yeah.
20? No, I'm just doing it on paper. I need to bring
Okay.
your guys'
I got
avatars in
14,
real quick.
and Syl, the imp, got 15.
Okay.
Oh, Marty.
Let me copy you guys over.
Yeah.
I'm so lucky. We always have like the same initiative. We have the same exact initiative.
That's awesome.
Well, isn't it great? Oh no, he's one below
Incredible.
me. He's a 20.
And Syl is very enamored with Marty, so she is like basically riding him.
That's my spot, Syl.
She'll occasionally fly around and then sit on his butt, fly around some more.
Gotcha.
Love that.
And I got a 6, and that was with advantage.
Those are the worst.
Oh, Linnaeus here?
No, she just came over because she was
you
in the
copied, okay.
copy paste.
And that is amazing that happens.
Oops.
I'll take Lene. She can join. I don't care.
Book attack. I'll take it.
Book attack.
All right.
1d4 beating damage.
Yep.
Think
And I like
they
the-
ever get a paper cut.
The upgraded form is just a bookstorm. Just,
Nice.
like, throw Barnes and Noble at it.
It's terrifying.
Yep.
Just take psychic damage from some of their selections.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Okay. We have currently 2 wyverns climbing up the side of the mountain.
Okay.
And here they are now.
And of course, they are resistant, if not immune to cold, so that'll be fun.
Oh, please tell me they're not that
Oh.
big.
They're not that big.
Oh,
They're
thank
just
goodness.
That looks cool in detail.
All right. And yeah, since I don't have characters in Roll20, I can't set up an initiative tracker, right?
Yeah, if you don't have
I actually have to have
Yeah.
characters
Yeah.
in there. That's too bad. Can I drag these people around? Ooh,
Yeah.
I can drag names around.
If I use a magic item spell, does that use a spell slot?
If it's a magic item, no.
No.
What is
Okay.
this? What's the magic item?
The cloak.
Oh, yeah.
For
So,
over.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that
Oh,
doesn't
I can do
cost-
that.
That's
Awesome.
one free cut casting.
Okay, so 21 was Sully, right?
Yeah, Sully.
And then Mark, you were 18?
18, yep.
Nice. Okay, this will work. Kelvin, what did you have?
7.
7. Blackthorn was 14. And Jin was what?
Jin was 6 with advantage.
6. Okay. And then the bad guys are right there in the middle.
Are you just putting the?
Yeah, I just put the.
familiars?
I just put the.
Right, okay.
Yeah, put the familiars in the. They'll go in your initiative. That's the easiest
Gotcha.
way to track it. And I just rearranged you guys' names on my screen so I can see who's next. That's awesome. Okay, Sully, what do you want to do first?
Cry, and then I'll cast Meteor Swarm at ninth. No, I will urge. Okay, so they're climbing up the cliff right now, as in we don't have direct line of sight from where I'm standing right now in the middle of the cliff.
You can. They're just several hundred feet down below you.
Several hundred feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're
and-
climbing fast.
Oh.
And once they shake off the water, they might. I mean, they have wings, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that sounds super cool. Suthraga and his henchmen, are they not intervening?
His henchmen are. Do the wyverns? The wyverns don't have a fear effect yet, so they are just. They're scared, but they're not necessarily running away. And Suthraga is just looking down like, I knew it.
Wow.
I told you.
Yeah, no, totally. Okay, cool. If they're not going to interfere, then that's one thing. In that case, Sully is going to just try and condense his energy. His faith in himself is a little weak at the moment after starting to read that biography, but he's just going to hold his action. As soon as a wyvern is within 5 feet. Actually, you know what? That's what he'll do. He's going to run over to this boulder right here, and he's going to bonus action hide,
Okay.
trying to conceal himself in a manner that when a wyvern pops up either in the air or on the cliff,
Great.
then he can be concealed.
Okay.
Can I make a stealth check for that?
Yeah. Yes, please. Oh, jeez. They don't care.
Okay, that's really good to hear because I didn't roll great. That's a 19.
They rolled a 1.
Okay,
So
nice. Oh, that's
They're
really
not
good.
even paying attention to you yet.
All right, and I will hold my action to when a wyvern is within 60 feet of me, just hurl a bolt of psionic energy.
Okay. Should we get everybody in range? Is that what we want to do?
Yeah, probably.
I would, if
Unless
I've
there's
got a
something
turn,
else.
I'd
Yes.
like to cast a spell.
Great.
Do I have one turn?
Yes.
Okay, I would cast Mirror Image.
Okay.
So I will take my coin and roll it across my fingers, and then 3 other. It's almost like it refracts, and 3 other of me kind of spring out to the sides,
Right,
and
right.
they mirror everything that I am doing. So
Cool, cool.
Ed and Eddie.
that's right.
Let's put another face on you.
DM, I have
Oh
a,
yeah, Eddie and Eddie.
Nice.
There you go.
DM, I have a kind of an interesting question. Is it okay if I task Marty with a special assignment,
What's that?
which would be to defend Suthraga?
Sure. Very
Do we have a surprise action, or are we just starting at the top?
If you have any, we'll start back at the top. But if there's actions, you'll have 1 round before they're in range. Most
You
spells,
said
unless
what-
you've got some really long range stuff.
how long are we talking?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I might.
Like 120 feet range?
Yeah, let's say 120 feet. That's the
Perfect.
Okay.
farthest of the spell. So if you got something
Perfect.
that'll do that, then you can do that.
Yep.
But I
All right, so
just.
go ahead.
No, I was just saying. I mean, I don't know how far away they were at first, but longbow can shoot pretty far, like
Yeah.
200
range.
feet.
So if I think it's 100. I don't know how range increments work, but it's I think 150 up to 600.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
and so let's send.
Okay.
So Blackthorn, do you have anything you want to do?
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and quicken Dragon's Breath, and I'm going to cast it via Sill on, or I'm sorry, not Quicken, Twin and Quicken, Dragon's Breath, and cast it via Sill. So she's going to touch Marty and give them both the Dragon's Breath.
Bless you, good sir.
And
Is
then
that fire? What?
Yeah, we'll say fire.
All right.
It looks like they're frosty, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, we'll say fire. And then, so that was the bonus action. And then I'm going to action cast 2 Eldritch Blasts at one of them.
All right.
You just turned Sully's like third worst day in his life to like one of the best.
So the first one's 20,
That is a hit.
does 13 damage, and
Okay.
he gets pushed back 10 feet.
All right.
I don't know if he's in the air or what. But
He slips
And
back
the
down a
next
little
one
bit,
is
but can keep climbing.
11.
11 is a miss.
Okay.
All right, Kelvin. They are, let's call them 120 feet away, and the short range on a bow is 150. What would you like to do?
Okay. Bonus action, he's going to cast Zephyr Strike on himself.
Okay.
So he gets advantage on the first attack and an extra. They're not close enough for me to do my Slayer's Prey yet, but he can still do something. So he'll just loose 2 quick arrows. On the first attack, he's got advantage, which I don't think that's going to help. So 13 and a 12, so 13.
13 hits. The 12 misses.
Let's go.
There you go.
All right, good. So the first strike is going to do 9, hold on, plus another D8.
If it's inverse, then it'd be scary.
That would be bad.
Scary day for
Where's
inverse.
the 8? 9 plus 14 damage, the first arrow.
Okay. The same one that
And
got
then
hit
the
before?
second- Yeah.
Okay.
And then the second arrow, there's no Zephyr Strike's done, so it's
Yeah.
just a regular attack, but that's a 26 to hit with the second one.
That's a hit.
And that does 10 damage.
Okay.
So that's pretty good. What was that, 20-something damage?
Yeah, that was awesome.
There you go.
Anything from Jin?
Yes. I'm going to head over and stand next to my Goliath friend here. And I'm going to twin 4th level guiding bolts, 1 for each.
Okay.
And that should be fun. So that's got a +5 attached to it. I don't like that die. First one is, 11.
11. That's a miss.
And the next one is a 15.
That's a hit.
Yeah. So that is 76. That is the most damage I'll have ever done. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Maybe not. Oh well. How much did I say?
11.
21 damage.
Okay.
21 radiant.
On the same one or on the other one?
I was aiming for the same one on the first one, so let's get the second one.
Okay. 21?
Yeah.
Great.
And
All
next
right.
attack
Radiant
has a bit.
Blast.
And it's nice and glittery. Yep.
Eldritch power and arrows rain down from above as these 2 wyvern let go of the cliffside and take flight and bring themselves up to the top of the cliff. As they do so, and as they land, Sully, you're close to the cliff edge behind this rock, right? And watching them and stuff.
Yeah.
You notice 2 more start coming out of the waters from down below.
I start to breathe like super fast. Like,
Okay. We're just going to put them off to the side here for a second.
Okay.
does one of them, if they're landing up here, does one of them come within 60 feet of me?
Yes. So one will land right here. The other will land on the other side trying to flank you. So one will land right by you.
Cool. As it's approaching, can I use my reaction to do that held action?
Yep.
Be great. Thank you, sir.
And then you'll go again at the top of the initiative order.
Cool, that's a natural 19.
That's
Tasty.
almost the natural 20, but not at all the same.
Hey, if it's all the
Small
same to
victories,
you,
right?
I'd
Small
love to
victories.
just call it a 20 just for kicks and giggles. If
That is a
fun with
gentleman's
you.
20, but a
A
natural
gen-
19.
It's pretty good.
Ooh, yeah.
24 psychic damage on that one.
24 psychic damage?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your knives just cut straight into his skull, and he falls over
That's cool.
lifeless.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Okay. Sully.
I yell over, Sully, keep it up!
This is doable.
Sully yells back,
Very inspiring, Sully.
Okay. And it is Sully's turn.
Okay, cool. He doesn't have a good angle on really end of him. He can hit them, but I mean that one,
Yeah.
but it's not next to anyone. So he is instead going to just he's gonna take a step forward to get away because he realized I am pretty close to the edge of the cliff. He'll take a step to the other side of that rock. And he will crouch down and use a bonus action. He can't hide from the one that sees him, but he'll just crouch down and try and take cover for the other two when they come up.
Cool.
So they'll be hidden
All right.
and hopefully not attacked immediately. And then he will hold his action. Let me make sure I'm within 60 feet. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
we're
close.
good. When one of my allies is within 5 feet of that Drake, I will
Okay.
take the opportunity while it's distracted to throw another psychic bolt at it.
All right, cool. Eddie.
Okay. Okay, so this cliff falls down into water. And how many feet below is the water? Just out of... I wanna know
Let's
how
call it like
dangerous.
200 feet down.
So it's very dangerous
Yeah.
to fall.
Yeah, you don't wanna
That's
fall
all-
down.
That's all I want to make sure. Okay, so as Eddie had previously had cast the 3 images of himself, and he sees 2 more coming back up. He sits there for a second and then grabs his coin out of his pocket and holds it really tightly. And all of a sudden, all 4 images start to grow until they reach a large size.
Okay.
And there's now a large green ape, 4 of them standing there. And I will rush the Drake that's over here and attack it with my
Did you know we
2
could do
giant
that?
ape attacks from
All right.
my polymorph spell I just cast.
Okay.
Nice.
This is the next tier game.
25
That's a hit.
Oof.
and a 20. Dirty 20.
Let's go.
Is that 2 attacks? Or is that the
Yes, he
damage?
gets 2 attacks.
That's 2 hits.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you just returned to Monkey and then just pow.
Yeah.
Blood.
Oh, actually, no. That would be my action. I can't attack this turn. I just rush up to it
Okay.
and start
Yeah.
menacing it
Okay.
to trigger his attack.
Yep, I will take that
Yeah,
trigger
Sorry,
though.
I totally apologize. I was not thinking that. I was
No
thinking
worries.
way too aggressively.
Not a great roll. I have a good addition to it. 16 to hit.
That is a hit.
Okay. 30 points of psychic
What
damage.
are you doing?
I'm sneak attacking. It's the one thing I can do.
Hey, also make sure that Marty,
Yeah, what's Marty doing?
Ryan attacks.
Yes.
Breath.
So
Eddie.
Marty he did have the directive to go and protect, but then he felt a fire churning in his belly. He wanted to let it out, so he's gonna just be waiting for his next chance, I guess.
Okay, well, that guy is gone as well.
So now the
Roasty toasty.
giant apes stand there looking.
Yeah, and he just collapses in fear right in front of the giant ape.
Yeah.
Just to keep things
Love it.
going, let's have 2 more land back on the top here. And it is Blackthorn's turn.
Oh, these ones haven't taken any damage.
Nope.
Okay.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna just go ahead and cast Eldritch Blast at this guy right here twice.
Okay. He's a 13 to hit.
The first one is a 12. The second one is a 26.
Okay. That's a hit on the 2.
Doing 9 damage, pushing him back 10 feet. And then Syl will go ahead and blast him with Cone of Fire, the same guy.
Okay.
And that is going to be one spell. There it is.
He has a
3d6 fire damage. Cone.
Okay. Is that a dex save to get out of
11,
that? All right.
11 damage, and that is a dexterity save. Yep.
Okay. He gets a whopping 10 on that. So
Ooh.
Okay. So he takes
A
the
whopping
full
10.
11
Is that like a gentleman's
acid
20?
damage.
Very similar.
Fire
Yes.
damage.
fire damage. He the blast knocks him backwards, then a fireball right to the face. Not a fireball, but blast of fire right to his face, and he is reeling, trying to keep himself in the air just off the side of the cliff and losing that battle.
And Syl's going to move.
Okay.
All right.
This other one, Sully, what was your stealth?
Oh, I didn't roll for stealth. I took the
But
hide action. I didn't-
you took a hide action, but then you attacked from it, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That's true, you did.
This guy's going to land behind you and try and hit you with his stinger.
Okay. It doesn't have to, just so you know.
Okay. Well, you got a 20 to do it.
Ooh,
So he
Yeah,
kinda does.
that will hit if it still wants to do it, but
If
it
it
really
wants
doesn't
to.
have to.
that's a heck of a
Okay.
stinger.
Yeah.
That's 9 piercing damage. And
Okay.
then you need to make a 13 Constitution saving throw.
Here comes a
Thank
bunch of
goodness
poison.
I have proficiency in these. I don't. I just wish I did. Hey, but that's an 18.
Oh, okay.
Yay.
That's 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 3. 12, 15. So half of 15 poison damage
Okay.
on a failed save. Or on a successful save.
Yeah. I'll use my reaction to uncanny dodge that 9 damage I took earlier to have it.
Okay.
So just turning it into 4 and 7, so 11 points of damage.
Okay, great.
Cool.
So its tail whips out, and the stinger end of it jabs right into you from behind.
Ugh. I don't feel so
Um,
good.
And it's used all his movement, so he's done. Somebody else is right around him. Kelvin.
All right. This one here, you said he's over the one to the north, or that's north. is over the
he's in
edge.
the air. He's in the air.
Yeah.
But he's not over the ground anymore. He's over the edge of the cliff.
All right. This is probably not gonna work because my spell save DC is pretty low, but we're gonna try it anyway. As bonus action, Kelvin will cast Empowered, whatever, as a second level spell, Ensnaring Strike
Okay.
on him. It's a low spell save DC. It's only 12, but he makes a strength save.
He has a. Oops, I spelled that wrong. Let me get back to him. He got a strength at 19 save on that.
Yeah. So, yeah, the binds shrivel away, so nothing really happens. So
That would have been so cool.
Kelvin
to-
tries to tangle him up with some vines since he's over the cliff edge, but he's just too strong. So then he's just gonna let a couple of arrows fly at him.
Okay.
First one's a 9, so that's a miss. Oh, 9 and 11, 2 misses.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Rough. Bad news, Kelvin.
All
right, that's
Jin's
Kelvin's
turn.
go.
Okay.
Yep.
He dodges your arrows and is flapping his way back to the top of the hammer. All right, Jin.
So he's not reeling anymore, like losing balance off the side.
No,
He's
not so
lunch.
much.
Okay.
Just flip flopped.
I was gonna say, if I
We shouldn't have made fun
manage to put him to
It's our
sleep,
fault.
does it look like he could slip backwards?
He's flying.
I know. But if I put him to sleep.
Oh,
Would he
if you can
does it-
put him to sleep, he would fall. Then yes.
Might as well give it a try.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to go for a good old-fashioned sleep spell, a 3rd level. Right on that guy. And that is... so...
You roll a bunch of dice and then...
Roll a bunch of die. 5d8, 7d8. So, actually, you know what? I'm just going to...
Do it there.
You do it there, yeah. Might be easiest. 5, 6, 7.
How many hit points of creatures? It's not hit dice anymore. It's hit points.
Yeah, so he just has to exceed its hit points, and then it would drop.
32.
Is that current hit points?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, ignoring. Okay, great. It used to be hit dice that
Yeah.
you affected.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Well, he's wounded, so give it a shot.
So I got a 32.
32. That is more than the hit points he has left.
Yay.
Let's go.
And he falls into and then you see him tumble down the side of the mountain and crash down at the bottom.
That's what I was hoping.
Whoa.
A good old-fashioned 200-foot drop.
Which one was that?
That was this one right
Yeah,
here.
the one right at the edge, yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yep.
As it crashes down, it cracks the ice at the bottom,
Mhm.
and you see a large claw
Oh, no. That's
that's
more.
sticking out of it.
I hope it's just more.
I think it might be a dragon. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's just the claw. It's just a fossil. We're good. That's
Yep,
not-
that's a dragon. that is indeed a dragon with like 4 legs, like breath weapons and terrifying presences. Well, that's a dragon.
This dragon, this
Ah!
white dragon,
You didn't have to say it. Back.
comes out of the lake and immediately takes flight, soaring up directly at you. It screaming out, "Interlopers!
Interlude. Oh,
You
this guy's blue
face.
behind on the-
Icewind! And you have met your doom."
Oh,
I'm familiar with that. My eyes just like start glowing white.
You know who Icewind is?
No,
Oh.
he's icy. I'm icy.
I think we now all know who Icewind is.
Yeah. He just introduced himself.
Suthraga is shrieking now.
I'm so tempted just to attack him next.
The
I just want to show him.
wave.
Yeah, we'll
The other
Yeah,
two.
talk about a hero past his prime.
Yeah, he's way past.
Never meet your
Jeez.
heroes, right?
The other two,
Really?
the other two who are
That's
with
right.
him.
Never meet your heroes.
They're always underwhelming.
They either die as a hero or live long enough to.
See yourself becoming alone.
Yeah.
The other two that are with him
Mold and
shriek
crazy.
in terror and run off, and
Okay.
immediately start trying to climb down. And one of them slips and starts just tumbling down the cliff
Ouch.
on the far side.
Dang.
And let's have everybody make a fear save for its frightful presence as it comes up over the edge of the cliff.
Is
It's
it
a 14 wisdom saving throw.
wisdom?
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool. Can I have advantage on this for no reason? Just kidding. I actually think because of Sully's visions, is it okay if I give him disadvantage on this check?
You know what?
Because he is
I will give
terrified.
you, yeah, for sure, if you want to.
Yeah,
But
I think it just makes more sense that way.
if you want to give yourself disadvantage.
Mm.
So I'll take that
22.
sturdy 2.
22?
Oh, straight to
14.
Yeah.
at an 18.
Okay.
Oh, wait a second. I need to roll with the giant apes wisdom.
Oh.
Wait, what? You don't get your wisdom?
No, not polymorph.
Not
Druids
polymorph.
get that one wild shaped, but
So I had a 15.
Okay, that makes it then.
yeah.
Oh.
Nice. Nice.
We lost Jared for a second.
Uh-oh.
What do you got, Mike?
I'm
Yeah.
here.
Oh,
I'm not
I
on
got
Jared.
camera.
a 10 and a
Okay.
3.
Ooh.
That's 2 fails for both of those.
Alrighty.
So you
And
are
so-
frightened for
Worry.
1 minute, or you get to re-roll at the end of each turn, though.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Yep.
Yep.
We got you.
Yeah, I just went off camera for a sec.
Okay,
I got a 15.
that makes. All right. As it comes up over the edge, it goes after Eddie. So Eddie, you get one action, and then it's going to go after you.
Is he within range of getting
Yeah.
punched?
He's basically just hovering right there.
Okay, so
and
I will.
Its wings have spread back, and it's reeling its head back
Okay.
and ready to breathe it.
Eddie will step. Can I step over Jin and Blackthorn to the edge right here?
Yeah.
He'll step over both of them, interposing himself and his 3 images, and just take the 2 huge fists and come down with 2 strikes on this white dragon.
Yeah.
That
Donkey
is
Kong.
a. What would that be? 16 to hit.
That's a miss.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
And with the second one, a 27.
That's a hit.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a +9 to attack.
It's a crazy strength.
And it does 17 points of bludgeoning damage as the one punch connects from
Awesome.
this giant form.
Okay.
Yeah, King Kong on the Empire State Building here. I like
We'll
it.
see.
It shrieks at you as you smack into this giant ape smacks into it, and will use its tail to try and whip you back. Oh no, his wings, because then he can knock you prone.
Mm.
It's a dex. Oh, you make a dex 19 saving throw
Oh, a saving throw?
Yeah.
Okay.
to avoid its wings.
So, dex saving throws?
7, 13.
No. So I got 2.
Does it have to succeed on the attack roll to hit him?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is a save.
Yeah, I didn't
right?
think so.
It's just going to beat its wings back at you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hulk smash style.
14.
That's a 19 to save, though.
Okay.
Okay, so you take 13 bludgeoning damage and you're knocked
Okay.
prone.
All right, and then I need to roll a save to remain to keep concentration. How much do you save?
14. 13.
13 points of damage.
Yeah.
So I need to roll over a 10. Isn't that right?
For concentration, yes.
Hmm.
You do get to use Giant Ape's Constitution.
Yeah, 12 plus 4, so 16. So I'm able to maintain concentration.
Nice.
Okay. It flies up and over and then comes down right here where it can breathe its cold breath in a 60-foot cone. Everybody that's within that cone needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
That'll be all of us.
Alrighty.
Misty Step isn't a reaction, is it?
No.
No, it isn't.
Oof.
Failed. Marty, come on, Marty. Oh no, Marty.
That's a big old cone.
Yeah.
Dexterity saving throw 14.
14.
I don't think that's a. What's this? What's the DC?
It's an 18.
Yeah.
Wait, Constitution or Dexterity?
Constitution.
saving throw?
Con.
It's a. Did I say Dex? I meant Con.
Oh, Constitution.
You
So
said con.
Okay, good.
2 more than that then, so I still don't make it. Dang it.
Yeah, I got 22. I'm a tough old dragon, half dragon.
Okay.
Kelvin got an 8, so no good.
So did Blackthorn, and still got a
Oh.
13.
All right. Those of you who failed, which is everybody except for... Oh, I didn't roll for Suthraga.
Jin. Oh.
Suthraga rolled a 20.
Nice.
Of course, he's gonna live forever.
The fates have willed him live.
Suthraga and Jin, you watch as everyone around you is covered in ice. And as that mist of ice blinding you for momentarily and almost freezing your eyes dissipates, you notice that everyone around you has been turned into ice statues as you each take 58 cold damage.
5, 8.
That's a 5-8.
Okay.
And I take half as much?
You take half, yes.
Cool.
So that means I have to roll a 20 to save? I don't know.
You would have to get a
58,
29.
A 29 to
save.
save? Okay. I don't even know if that's, I don't think that's
Yeah.
possible.
Polymorph, you just turn back into you.
Yeah.
Well, this is
If-
concentration.
It's concentration.
Oh, to save
so
it.
I took the damage.
Okay.
The form still has more
Okay, great.
hit points, but yeah, I have to roll again. So
Right.
I don't think it's possible for me to save.
Yeah.
can't do
Not
math.
if I'm doing. Yeah, because I'm using the form's shape. So I think 24 is the highest. So
Alright.
29, so I lose concentration.
Okay.
So DM, I realized
Shrink.
when I used my reaction to Uncanny Dodge, I'd already used my reaction, so I gave myself the additional points of damage just
Okay.
so when you're watching this back and you get mad at Sully for cheating, I promise I just made a mistake. But I did take the extra damage. But I'm down right now. And
Okay.
Marty has
Black.
dissipated.
Yep, Blackthorn again. He went down, and Syl is gone.
And so
And of course,
disappears.
lost. Yep, lost concentration, of course, as well.
Icewind lands directly.
Kelvin's still got 2 hit points.
Oh, does he really?
Excellent.
Attaboy, Kelvin!
CK.
Kelvin's still fighting.
Icewind lands right next to Blackthorn, and with a flick of his tail, sends him off the edge of the cliff.
No.
And we'll end there tonight.
I do like that. I do like that. Sorry,
Wow,
Blackthorn.
Welcome to the stream, Blackthorn.
Love it.
I have a way to get you back. Maybe. Possibly. I don't remember if it's my turn yet, though.
He's 200 feet at the bottom of a cliff, unfortunately.
I know. I might be able to, like,
All right.
telekinesis
Well, thanks,
shove
Mike.
him back
Yeah.
as he's going on.
Yeah. No, this is great.
Then you can fall 200 feet.
So, we'd love to have you back
Yeah.
on again whenever your schedule permits. That would be fun.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
we'll have you roll up a new
I
character.
can't wait to see what else you play.
I got plenty. Don't worry.
Maybe it can be like Purple Thorn this time.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. We are going to end on a cliffhanger for the start of season 2, which is something I tried to avoid so
Nice.
much in
No,
season 1.
it's a
but,
cliff faller, not
cliff
a not a
faller.
hanger. He's not hanging
That's
on
for
it.
real.
Yeah, no one's hanging on.
Yeah.
It's
We're
falling.
just following out.
but we will see you again next week. Same bat time. Eddie, same bat channel.
That's right.
Yep. Oh my gosh. That's horrible. I
And
love it.
if you're interested in playing along with us, stop by Dragon's Keep in Orem, ask about the stream, or email me at dragonskeeptv@gmail.com. And thanks a lot for watching, guys, and we appreciate it. And we'll see you next week. Woo! Oh, I got the wrong keyboard.
TPK.
Everybody's got to keep saying bye.
TPK.
Like,
What it's feeling like.
Viewers.
DK.
I thought we had a chance.
DK.
DK, Donkey Kong, come on. No.
I'm
That
all
was
fresh
so
out of
good.
Donkey
I know.
Kong.